This is why I bought the storage unit. This piece right here, it was out in the open, and yeah, I just figured, well, that's extremely unique. And I pulled this out, and you look at the bottom, and it is Gucci. This is a Gucci mug, guys, a Gucci mug. This mug alone is worth about $80. Look at this, guys. Those are sealed. Those are sealed. Sealed Back to the Future. Hey, good morning, guys. It's Jason, and we are actually going through the box truck. This is all the stuff that we loaded up from our last video, and I'm just slowly going through this stuff, really kind of diving really deep into the stuff that we picked up here. And I am finding a few really interesting things that did not get shown on the video, our last video. And so I wanted to start today's video before we go to the storage unit, because I got to clean up some of this box truck to make some room. I wanted to start today's video with showing some of the really cool things that we just didn't discover when we were putting in this box truck. So without further ado, guys, welcome to another episode of Man vs. Mystery. All right, first and foremost, I pulled these two blankets out, and guess what? This one is all wool. It's made by the Three Weavers, and this is like $50–$60 in resale value. And then this one right down here, just a satin trim blanket. You wouldn't think anything of it, but this is vintage, and on top of that, it is Ralph Lauren. So this is about $60 and around $60, so that's about $120 in value right there in these two blankets. Sorry guys for the wind. It's kind of windy today, all north wind. It was 84 degrees yesterday, and today it's a whopping 59 for the high. So yeah, Oklahoma weather's been crazy, but check this out. Okay, so some of you guys might remember this basket that's plumb full of like coffee cups and silverware, and I pulled this out, and you look at the bottom, and it is Gucci. This is a Gucci mug, guys, a Gucci mug. This mug alone is worth about $80. Yeah, that was a surprising find. I've never seen a Gucci mug, but here one is. crazy, a Gucci coffee mug. And check this out, guys. I didn't even know that we had loaded this thing up. This is an Iowa CD AM/FM tuner, and this thing right here, Iowa CX-LX7U, or the XR-X7 CD stereo system with the speakers, probably roughly about $100 on eBay. Just the receiver alone sells for about $80. So all the ones that I saw didn't have the speakers with them, and we also have the remote right down there. So that should be an easy $100 on eBay. I'm actually kind of surprised that we're finding so many valuables in this storage unit, considering I think that it was pilfered through. I don't think it was from the family. We've already discussed this. I'm not going to go through it. If you guys have not seen that video, the link to that video is down in the comment section. I've got it pinned, so if you haven't seen the first video, definitely go check that out. This box, I unwrapped the majority of this, and it's a ton of Pyrex and Corning old stuff. But the unfortunate event is when I find stuff like this, I have to hold on to this until I go through the entire storage unit, because a lot of these don't have the lids. So hopefully we'll find the lids somewhere else in the storage unit. But yeah, that's the only problem with finding stuff like this, because oftentimes it's packed separately for one reason or another. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to set this aside until hopefully we find the rest of it. All right, guys, so we are actually back at the storage unit, and I've done some cleaning up. So this huge pile here, and that huge pile of clothes, and obviously all of this right next to me here, this is all trash. And my intent, or my plan right now, is pulling out all of the boxes. Well, you guys could see that just a second ago, but then it got white. Pulling out all of the boxes from back here, and we're going to kind of pilfer through those a little bit. The black trash bags, I know that there's stuff in them that we're going to have to go through at some point, but probably going to have to do that at the house. Really, I'm just trying to get anything of potential value out of this storage unit first, so that really the only thing left is trash, and I can make a dump run, just swing up here, grab all the trash, and go straight to the dump with it. So just because I don't want to mess with it, I don't want it sitting on this in my yard waiting for my box truck to be empty to deal with it. So that's kind of where we're at. But in my little shenanigans of trying to get this stuff ready, here's the thing. Like, you guys wanted to see this stuff. I'm telling you right now, like, all of this has been pilfered through. It's all been gone through. But some of, we found some real winners. We found the Gucci mug. We found that cool Zippo that you guys haven't seen yet, but it's a little Zippo lighter with, it's an advertisement Zippo, pretty old. And then we found, you guys saw the Snap-on clock. Guess what? That Snap-on clock is like a $250 clock. So that was a score. Probably the best thing we found thus far. But right here, let me just show you. As you can see, I've just been kind of working my way down this side here, and this is all just trash, right? And then I got to these. And obviously, you guys know what these are. These are VHS drawers, storage drawers, and nothing in here worth mentioning, really, at all. Well, there's an ET, that's a green one, but you know, it's not really that valuable at all. $15, $20. Ooh, don't, not that one. But looky here. Nothing really here. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but look at this, guys. Those are sealed. Those are sealed. Sealed Back to the Future. Look at that, guys. Holy cow. Sealed Back to the Future, and another sealed Back to the Future 2. Sealed. Never opened. Never opened. And guys, I don't know what to think about this, because some of these are selling for like $150 and some of them are selling for $2,000. So I don't know what to think about this one. This one I believe is roughly about $50, but yeah, that was shocking. So I've drug a bunch of stuff out, and we're about to go through all of these boxes. I think the majority of them are books. So I'm not going to bore you guys with a bunch of boxes of books. There are other things. If I run across some books that are worth mentioning, obviously I'll show you guys. But this right here, I wanted to drag it out and show you guys in the light. This right here, this is why I bought the storage unit. This piece right here, it was out in the open. And yeah, I just figured, well, that's extremely unique. Extremely. I've never seen anything like it. It's huge. It's very old, extremely old, and down here is some type of stamp, but yeah, that's just, I don't know, it's weird, because things like this, it just takes one thing, something like this, to be worth thousands of dollars. Obviously, I have no idea what I'm looking at, or what its value is, but yeah, you can tell just by looking at it, how old it is. And I just thought to myself, you know, that's really unique. I wonder what else is in that storage unit. So it was worth taking a chance. Remember, guys, I'm only in this storage unit about $530. That's including 1 month's rent. So, you know, we've already made that money back. No doubt about it. Am I happy with the way it turned out? Not really, because, I mean, finding, you know, the empty Tiffany & Company box, the jewelry chest already ransacked, like all of that. You know, the thing is this particular storage unit probably had a heck of a lot more extreme valuables or higher end stuff before I got to it. So we're getting the remnants, but the remnants are still paying for it. So, oh well, it is what it is. Let's start going through some of these boxes. All right, so before I touch anything, I just literally busted open this box, just opened it up, and I want you to take a look and how this stuff has been kind of gone through and repacked. You see, everything's unwrapped and just kind of tossed back in there with the paper. That's what's happening a lot. See this? A lot of this is like that. Even this down there, all of those plates and stuff, it's all been unwrapped. All been unwrapped. So what I'm going to do, guys, just to save time in editing, is I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out of this box. I'm going to show you what we've got as it's already laid out, and hopefully we find some good stuff. Okay, so I'm going through this box. It says bath, so this was a bathroom box, and I'm going to show you something. I pulled these out first, these little things, which are little drawers, little drawer sets. Obviously don't have the drawers. Well, I find the drawers and they're all tossed in here empty down below here. So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it sucks. That's all I can say. But otherwise, okay, something that I wanted to show you guys. Oftentimes, when you find vintage cologne and perfume, guys, it can be quite valuable. So I'm going to have to look this one up. It's about a third full. But if this stuff is like highly sought after, we're looking at some major money there. Plus, we've got a lot of brass stuff coming out of this storage unit. So I actually have a lot of luck selling brass. So there's that. This is a piece of Mikasa crystal. We've got an amber ashtray there. I thought that this ruby red vase was really cool. And macrame always does really well with me. There's Fire King and Pyrex right here. And I do well with these just vintage boxes. So I like to keep those around for a little bit. Something else, this right here I thought was really interesting. It's just a little covered jar, but the jar says made in Japan down there at the bottom. So nothing too special, but it is interesting for sure. After doing a little bit of research, this is actually a Lalique bottle for Molinard de Molinard, and this is actually roughly about $50, being as full as it is. If it had been brand new and never used, we'd be looking at about $150, which I thought was really interesting. Lalique is a very, very expensive crystal. So yeah, made in France. That was a really good find. Bear with me for 60 seconds. Don't go away. Just listen to me for 60 seconds. I buy storage units for a living. Obviously, anybody that's watching this video can tell that. I have the opportunity to sell a lot of the cool stuff that I find, and I've been using this app, this mobile app called Whatnot. Whatnot is a really, really cool mobile app. It's an awesome platform where people like you and me, buyers and sellers, both can come together and just be a part of an amazing community where we get the opportunity to auction off a lot of these things in real time. It's really cool. It's a live video, live stream video, interactive bidding, and a chat box for people to talk amongst one another. It gives everyone an opportunity to chit chat with me and have a good time. It's really a cool social platform. And there's also that really awesome sense of entertainment. There's a lot of entertainment value there as well. So if you guys have any interest in buying some of the stuff that I'm finding in my storage units, in my adventure here at Man vs. Mystery, definitely, guys, I really do encourage you guys to click the link down below in the description of this video. If you're not signed up for Whatnot, definitely look into it, guys. Use that link. You're going to get $10 off your first purchase by signing up using my link. It's a lot of fun. I really do encourage you guys to join us there on Whatnot. Like I said, there's a lot of entertainment value. I'm not the only seller on Whatnot. Obviously, there's tons of other sellers. There's always live auctions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Super easy to get onto Whatnot. So you click that link down below. You sign up. Once you're logged in, go to the search bar, Man vs. Mystery, all one word. Just type that in. You'll find my profile in the search results. Click that profile. Make sure to hit follow. So follow me. And then bookmark all of my scheduled live shows. And that way you get push notifications on your phone when we go live. So hopefully I see you guys there. It's a blast. We have a lot of fun every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. That's when our auctions are, and that's when you'll see us. Here's another prime example that I don't think it was the family. So this box obviously has books. This side was cut open, and this side is still taped. So they saw it was books, even cut it with a box knife. So they were actually in a hurry, if you can tell right there, cut through the books right there with their box blades. So they were in a hurry just to go through this. So, yeah, that's not okay. Anyways, what do we find now? All right, so this is Jim Shore. I don't know what it's worth, but I know Jim Shore stuff has some value. Heartwood Creek, really pretty angel. So we have that. These Not valuable, but really cool looking. I like them. You put tea light candles in there. I can't remember what that's called, where they shatter glass and then they mold it, cement it together. I can't remember what that's called. It's some name. This is a hobnail vase made by Brody Co. Milk glass hobnail. This is Fire King amber glass. This right here says ALR Co. And thought that was kind of a cool looking vase. And obviously we've got a couple more pieces of brassware right there. Quick recap. More trash here. I went through all these boxes, and most of them were just like normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill glasses. And the books I'm gonna have to go through. I put those on the box truck. So this stuff, I don't want to deal with it. So it's gonna go to the trash. Over here, we still have all of this to go through, which I think we're going to find a few things in here. We'll hope to find a few things in here. So, obviously, that's going to be trash. And this stuff we haven't gone through, which I think those two boxes over there are books. But either way, just wanted to show you guys, look at all this. This is all like, well, donation and trash, right? So this is donation and trash. All of this right here, donation. But I pulled this out from back there, and this is what kind of makes me think that somebody was collecting the valuable stuff, because in here, these are all single stitch t-shirts, and they're all in really good shape. It's so strange to me why they would all be kind of like just in here in this one tote, and everything else kind of tossed. So, I don't know. I still have no idea. Busch Gardens, that's cool. That's a cool t-shirt. But yeah, there's a bunch of single stitch t-shirts in here. Another box plumb full of all this old piano music. And a mouse has been in there, if you can tell down there. There's like just a ton of mouse crap. These are a couple of wool blankets, so those should sell fairly easy. A bunch more books, guys. I'm going to have to really kind of look these over. I've sold books for a lot of money in the past, so it really just depends. This, I've never even heard of this game before. It says Pente. Classic game of skill, simplicity, challenge, beauty, versatility. I've never even heard of that game before, so that was kind of interesting. And check this out. A ton of CDs, a whole bunch of them. Hopefully the CDs are in the jewel cases, but yeah, there's a bunch. That's a big box of CDs. Well, I know it's a really short video, but there's not really much left to see here. It's a lot of the same stuff. Just a bunch of DVDs, a bunch of books, a bunch of CDs, a bunch of bedding and knickknacks. Some more brass stuff and kitchen stuff. That's really just about it. Of course, obviously, if I get this stuff home and I unbox it and I find something cool, I'll let you guys see it. But other than that, guys, oh, and we got some single stitch tees, which is good. Was it worth it? No. Nope. Not worth it. Here in Oklahoma, storage units have looked like complete garbage. And anything that looks halfway decent is going for way too much money. I'm talking about a 10 by 10 with a bunch of boxes stacked up. You're looking at $1,200-$1,500 here. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And if it's got a toolbox in it, it's going to be over $2,000. Guaranteed. It's crazy. I am noticing a lot more of these storage facilities in this area are staging units. I don't know why that's the case. I don't know what has happened. COVID has like completely changed the game here. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds in this line of work. At least for me around this area, I might have to travel. Might have to do some traveling for some units. Who knows? It's looking a little bleak, but take what we can get and we move on.